Go ahead, go on the toe to dough on YouTube. You'll see Levi getting his ass whooped. I went to that share button y'all told me to hit. Share button. Cause remember I was doing it on Call of Duty. We was doing a share play. What my camera at though? Yeah. Oh, Dory, who's paused my game?
On the ready.
All right.
Mike 5-4. Ready.
We gotta
And
sit.
the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Yeah, I'm using a camera.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
To throw is Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Here we go. Here we
Put
go.
it in,
Hey, no one. 3 balls.
I can't pause the game. You still wanna let me pause.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
It's a tough one.
There it is. It doesn't let me pause it. Thank you. I sent the link right there.
Right there, he ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on 2nd and 16. Jackson forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. They go play action now. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here we go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Boy, he can't kick field goals.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Just got to find some good plays and make plays.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Get ready.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again.
Oh, I was trying to try you. That's why Levi tried to play linebacker now.
Michael Kendricks.
Levi linebacker.
Beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. 14. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Check 37. Check 37. Check 31. Check 31.
On 3rd down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes the defense is tough to find the little guys. Right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Oh, they don't got no design run plays for Lamar Jackson on this shit.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go.
Jackson now to throw again. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Option is a quarterback thing, right? Can't option on this shit, though.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
Down. 15 on it. 15 on it. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We can't.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw on 3rd down, Jackson, and he's got Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Jackson now. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
I don't understand how you do it, though. The quarterback, they keep it, or you could give it to the running back.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Oh, there it is.
Run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 23-yard run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And the quarterback still get it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Good job right there.
Not that much.
On first down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
What was that?
All the way down to the 39.
That must have been picked. Hold on.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
It's a tie.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got
What the fuck type of
the end zone for
play
the
was
Seahawks
that?
touchdown. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Yeah, he's faster than everybody on the defense.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They got a lot of
well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
I don't know what the fuck, how that happened. That way the same speed as Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson like an 86, I think.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I seen you was on all like, okay, I'm
Nothing
good.
fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play.
See, look at this play they got in their playbook.
A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. If you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off.
Yeah, that's
struggling.
The computer picked it against
32 now. Here's first and 10. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it's 3rd and short.
Ain't even the receiver.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Switch gears. Go. 25, check 25. Check 3. Check the backer.
They'll run for it. It's Ingram.
Oh, my God. 2 niggas ain't blocked. What the fuck? The fullback really ran backwards.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
Oh, my God.
Seattle
What the
touchdown.
fuck? This nigga keep doing that twisting shit. What the fuck is that? I ain't never seen nobody do that
the
before.
Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
I thought they'd have way more run plays than this. Yeah.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 84 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said this is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, see, that's all I can. That's now, for all these, they got misdirection shits. A lot of. They runs is way different from the runs that I'm usually do.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35.
I know this play.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
I left 19 seconds for you.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
I've been playing one safety. I just can't play one safety no more. I think I had got ball first.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back.
They got crazy defensive shit, too. They defensive playbook. They got 3-4 and 4-4. About to put Robert Griffin in. Damn, they running backs is slow. Nigga speed only 88. Bro, no wonder I can't get no pressure on the quarterback. These niggas. If I can DN speed only 50. Fuck that shit anyway.
Here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Play action. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Weaving through traffic.
Slow ass running back.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson caught by Snead over the middle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got no.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. They'll find Metcalf. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Got it. 57's Mike. Zoom. Rabbit.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
What the fuck was that?
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And goal at the Ravens' 4-yard line.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm letting you know right now. 57's the mic. Watch 57. You can't block me. You can't block me. Point left. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing is Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tighten down. There you go. He's coming. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Wormley showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's going to be a long... Go, 14. It's going to be a long day. Tempo.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 30. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Sliding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Watch tight. Tight ends what? Watch tight. Tight ends what?
1st down, Ravens.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. It's caught by Roberts. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Right down.
Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
You're not ready. Let's go, let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
14. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Alert.
I don't know where they be putting my safety too.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
I seen that
and
shit.
that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Thomas. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
I mean, he ain't had nobody on him, but I was scared to throw that shit. She's going to get picked again.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. They'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Oh, look at these fucking plays.
On the set. Mike's by 4. Silver. Anyway.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He's back to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch that job right there. Tight end's right. You got 4.
He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down.
Get his 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one.
Oh, no. He lost the football.
Let's go, Levi. Let's go, Levi.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
There it is.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, a little bit of a momentum.
First down, that's
maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
Yeah, y'all YouTubers, go ahead, follow y'all boy. Go ahead, follow. Toe to toe. I do this shit all day.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Oh, you got a timeout. I didn't even know you got a timeout. Bobby West, I'm going to get the fumble for you right here.
On first down, Ingram. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
Which I was saying now.
They can't help
y'all
but feel
found the
great
game
about
to
themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
And I ain't even, yeah, and I ain't even a passer. Oh, that boy Ricky's still up. He said, damn, Levi, he must be watching it. Nah, that's exactly how it's supposed to end it. That's exactly how that shit's supposed to end it. That was my first time playing with the Ravens, I think, though. Yeah, come on. Now, I can't lose to no Levi. That boy would have went to sleep smiling tonight. Can't have that shit. Yeah, look, now, yeah, that's why I want that boy to have nightmares about that fumble. Hey, I'm about to go in my franchise mode. I gotta stop this broadcast shit now. Y'all niggas trying to look at my shit.